Experience Pros, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Save My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Good morning and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business and your business is our business. How are you?
I'm just doing fantastic.
Worked out over at Orange Theory at Parker and Arapahoe yesterday.
Right.
Wow.
I know. I keep thinking it's going to just be a cakewalk, right? You go in, you show up. I mean, we've been working out for several months now.
Long time, yeah.
Yeah, it's just going to be easy. I'm not even going to break a sweat.
It should be.
I keep thinking this is
gosh.
probably why it's so effective, is that it is still challenging and still working us out.
Yeah. That guy Andre, who's our trainer, his muscles have muscles, and they want apparently our muscles to have muscles as well.
You know, I think they just don't want our blubber to be pretend muscles.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Although you're kind of rocking it. He's like getting the heavy weights out and doing these bicep curls, and then
me?
and then we were doing these tricep dips, and you're like, hey. Look, I have a new muscle. Yeah. He's all proud of him. I've never had one of those before.
You know, they say when you're of dating kind, you know what I'm talking about. When you're eligible to date,
what did you call it? Dating kind?
Yes. You're in the dating way.
Okay.
They say that before you go on a date, you got to go do 50 push-ups so that your muscles get all.
They say that?
Yeah.
They say that?
Right.
All right.
They get all pumped up and swollen.
So you're doing 50 push-ups.
I didn't say that. I said they say.
Oh, they say.
They say that when
and it has the effects for the evening, or just like
temporary, completely temporary.
Like just when you first see them.
That's why you turn out the lights, because it's temporary. But I saw that same muscular.
Is that a word?
Yeah. It was my biceps and my triceps after Andre worked us out yesterday. Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Don't.
I had to show you. I was showing you in the mirror as we were running on the treadmill, and I'm like, take a look at this. And I was like Hans and Franz, I'm here to pump you up. And I did that. And the girl next to you started giggling.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
And he was so proud. He's like, I have a brand new muscle. And it is awesome. Orange Theory Fitness is our fitness sponsor. They're over at Parker and Arapahoe Road, and we go a couple times a week. But one of the things that they've got these little motivational phrases that they, put on the walls, and they say, and one of them is, you can't out-train a bad diet.
That's true.
So, working out all on its own is not going to get rid of the little pudgy belly.
So you use those sweeteners, the artificial sweeteners, right?
Why do you ask?
You do that? Well, because I know that you're in your trim and svelte figure that you are. You try to avoid the sugar.
You know what? Here's funny. It depends on which camp you're in on artificial sweeteners.
Yeah.
So I have two stories. One where I was with my family and a sugar issue, and one where I was with my husband's family with a sugar issue. And so on my sister-in-law, who is married to my brother, won't do anything artificial, anything. She's like, I said, well, I'd rather just have a little bit than a whole cup of sugar. And she's like, it's a little bit of poison.
Yeah.
Okay, so we only do real sugar, when we're at my brother's house. So I brought this, like a drink mix, like a juice mix, like a powdered juice mix, when I went to my other sister-in-law, who's Jay's sister, and it was all sugar. It wasn't anything artificial. And they're like, you have the full sugar, and yelled at me because I didn't bring the artificial.
You have to use cups of sugar instead of a packet of.
So everybody has their camp that they live in, and
right. So here's the thing. I happen to know which of the non-sugar packets you prefer, which is not Splenda.
No.
You can check this out. This is your 1,339 quite interesting facts to make your jaw drop fact of the morning. Splenda was an insecticide that became a sweetener when an assistant misheard the order to test it as taste it.
What?
Splenda was an insecticide that became a sweetener when an assistant misheard an order to test it as taste it.
So she was told test it, and instead she tasted it, and because she liked it, it became a sweetener?
If you doubt the veracity of this comment, please go check out qi.com, and look up page 9 of the book 1,339 Quite Interesting Facts to Make Your Jaw Drop. My friends, I didn't make it up. Insecticide.
So I'm slowly poisoning myself. Is this what you're saying? Actually, I won't have any insects.
No.
Actually, no. It's
No
getting rid of
insects
all
in your
my.
belly?
Yeah, no insects, no
Okay.
tapeworms,
All right.
nothing bad. See, yeah.
Are you worried
it's all
about
good.
tapeworms?
I don't know.
That's creepy.
Should I be?
You've got miles of them.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have a good show for you.
Yeah, let's change the subject quickly.
Well, you're starting to think about your tapeworms?
Quickly.
Right? No, we have a fantastic show for you folks. Nothing but positive business talk here. We've got a nonprofit feature. You just don't want to go anywhere. In fact, here's what I would suggest. While we cut to a commercial, why don't you turn the volume up? We'll be back after this message.
The Experienced Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Hi, ladies. This is Angel, and I want to let you in on one of my favorite fashion secrets. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella's studio for a full year, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella's studio. And my favorite part? No more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara. And all of the compliments I get. Get yours today. Call Carabella's studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. And to ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. 303-909-9585.
Back to school is just like back to work. Families relocate, businesses open new offices, and you need to order new phone lines, equipment, and internet connections. Hi, this is Eric, encouraging you to do what we did. Call Lori White and Lorianne Communications and let her do it all for you. From phone lines to cable installation, Lori is your phone gal. She's always ready to serve your back-to-work needs. Call Lori today, 303-419-3415. That's 303-419-3415, or online at loriancom.com. That's LORIANCOMM.com.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
Do you want to meet some new people, make some great connections, and network with other business owners? Call me, Penny, today at 303-220-0366 or go to theconnectingexperts.com. Connecting people to people.
When you need a medical expert witness or someone to consult in your medical cases, you need MediPro Solutions. Let's face it, attorneys are busy and typically don't have the time to research the details of the medical aspects of every case. At MediPro Solutions, your medical legal consulting firm, they take care of every detail, leaving you and your lawyers to focus on the law. MediPro Solutions is owned and operated by licensed and board-certified physicians. When your case is on the line, call MediPro Solutions, 303-502-6735. That's 303-502-6735. Or online at MediProSolutions.com.
There's only one place on the dial for you to share your stories of great customer service, and that's Fan Braggin' Friday on the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Every Friday, the phone lines are open for you to call and tell the world who's getting it right in business. Call 855-FAN-BRAG and change the way people treat people in business. You can post your story every day on the Experienced Pros Facebook page and call in on Fridays for Fan Braggin' Friday at 855-326-2724. 855-FAN-BRAG. Tell Eric and Angel, and then tell the world about Fan Braggin' Friday.
Freedom 560 with Ken Clark, today at noon on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Thanks for taking time out of your business day to join us for hours or the weekend. It was Sunday afternoon. I was watching the Broncos play, and I was sitting next to a young man who was in middle school, and his mom asked him, have you done all your homework for this weekend? Are you prepared for school for tomorrow? And he kind of got this little twinkle in his eye. He says, well, I think so. And Mom wasn't convinced. So she said, well, what did you have to do? Well, my teacher said he was going to email me, and I haven't checked my email yet. Can you imagine where the mom was?
Well, I think that, when the kids go back to school, we're so looking forward to the kids being back in school, getting back into that routine and back into that structure. Kind of having them occupied during the majority of the day isn't so bad either. But there's drama, the homework issues, and all of these other, there's a lot of challenges. I had 6 terrible years. I think homework sucks the fun right out of my family for 6 straight years. I'm so glad when the girls graduated from high school. But we're going to talk to the author of A Survival Guide to Parenting Teens, which is talking to your kids about sexting, drinking, drugs, and other things that freak you out. Joanie Geltman, welcome to the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Hi, Angel. Hi, Eric.
Hey, Joanie. Great to have you on the show.
What's the homework in that things that freak you out column?
Right? How do you deal with the guy, the kid who's clearly a homework avoider? I had 2 kids. One did his homework before. I tell people I've never seen either of my kids do homework. One did it at school, and the other one avoided it like the plague.
Right. I know. And there is a tip in the book called The Homework Avoider. Well, first of all, I think parents, just exactly what you were saying, Angel, it's like, who wants to do homework, right? Certainly there are those incredibly motivated kids who, love that structure, and they're few and far between. So let's not talk about them. They don't need my help anyway.
All right.
But the truth of it is, sometimes homework is just hard, right? So kids are avoiding it not just because they don't want to do it, but it makes them feel stupid. So, so the first thing is, when you have a kid who's avoiding homework, you have to sort of think about what is it exactly that they're avoiding. Is it that, they used to be, a lot of times kids are, maybe elementary school work and middle school came really easy to them, and then they get to high school or they enter middle school, and now all of a sudden it's never been hard for them, but now it's hard.
Right.
And so they avoid it because it's like, oh my God, everyone used to think I was smart, but I'm actually really stupid, and nobody knows that, and I have to keep, and so if I just don't do it, then no one will judge me anyway. So sometimes the avoidance is just like, I don't want it to be in my face that I actually don't know what I'm doing. That feels bad. Or maybe they've waited too long and they've gotten into a homework hole. Maybe the 13-year-old had assignments that were sort of building up all week, and then they're all due on Monday, but they didn't really do any of them yet. And so now, now it's like, I'm just going to have too much to do, so I'm just not going to do any of it at all. And he doesn't want to check the email because, who knows what the teacher's going to say. So once you get that information, then you can go to your kid, and rather than just saying, you waited until the last minute, I can't believe you just did it. How many times did I ask you whether you did your homework? I asked you 14 times.
Right.
So we have those kind of go-to things. Then it's like, I get it. Homework is really not fun and hard. Let's figure out what gets in your way, and then we can help figure out what to do. Is it that the work is too hard for you? Does it feel that maybe you can't do it? Is it that there's too much of it and you don't know where to start, so you don't want to do any of it? So it's acknowledging with them, it's understanding with them that it's normal to A, not want to do your homework, and that B, everybody has a different way of approaching it. Let's figure out what gets in your way. We can't fix it. until we figure out what gets in your way. So those are two very important steps.
Yeah, I needed you. I needed you about 6 years ago, Joanie. Seriously, the homework thing, I mean, we tried. I was mean mommy for 6 years, and but my daughter actually was just on the honor roll in college this last semester for her such good grades, which I'm like, where was that? So they do eventually get it.
Money.
Yes.
Okay, so then, I know we're dealing with issues with homework, and they go to school for 7 hours, they come home, and then there are those kids that still have 3 or 4 hours of homework to do. It's just shocking to me they can't actually do it at school. But let's talk about some of the other issues our kids are dealing with, like their smartphones. What about those kids that are just addicted to their smartphone? All they can do is roll their eyes and text.
Okay, so do you want to talk about smartphones as it relates to homework issues or smartphones in general?
Smartphones in general, because they grow up to be adults who are addicted to their smartphones.
Yes, and please, it's funny. I teach college. I'm just starting my college. I'm actually sitting in my college office, and so this year, for the first time ever, I had to have a written cell phone policy on my syllabus because I've never had to do that, because of the addiction that kids are having, and parents are part of this problem. So parents need to put on their big girl and big boy pants and take more control than they've taken before. I think that parents say to me, "Oh, they'll get so mad at me if I try to take their phone away." I mean, parents are so worried about the anger because kids are so addicted. It's like, if it's like, taking Coke away from a Coke addict, they go crazy.
Right.
And so, the good news is that a lot of cell phone providers now, you can go online like I know Verizon does this, and I'm sure some of the other ones do too, where you can literally schedule your kid's phone to turn on and turn off. It might cost you $5 extra a month, but it is well worth the money.
Wow.
So that you should have it shut off during school. There is no reason why your teen needs to have their phone on at school.
All right, I'm gonna jump to the other side of the fence here, though, Joanie. What happens in God forbid, in the case of a tragedy?
You can call the school office. They can find your kid.
Okay, I'm thinking about like in a what is commonly now known as a school shooting tragedy.
Okay.
You can't call the school office.
Oh, turn the phone back on.
That if there was something like that, the parent could call and have luckily, thank God, that's a rarity.
Okay.
But in the normal scheme of your day, if there's an emergency like my kid has a dentist appointment and I have to pick him up at 3:30 instead of 3:45, that can go through the school office, because what happens when kids are on their phones during the school day is the last 15 minutes of every class, they're thinking, oh, what funny picture can I put on Snapchat? Who do I need to text and say? Their attention is taken off of what's going on in the classroom and on to what feels more important to them, which is connecting with their friends after class. And so if that option isn't open to them, they will actually feel freed up. Parents have told me that when they follow through on some of this, the kids actually say to them, "You know what? Thank you." There's a relief there, because kids feel such pressure. Believe it or not, it's pressure to perform on Twitter, on Instagram, on whatever site your kids are on. It's always in their head, and they their audience of readers is out there, and so they have to be the funniest, the most outrageous, so that's exhausting for them.
It is exhausting, and it's exhausting. It's nice to know that it is just a season, that our teens do grow up. But pick up your your survival guide to parenting teens, talking to your kids about sexting, drinking, drugs, and other things that freak you out, by author Joanie Geltman. Joanie, where's the best place for us to pick up our survival guide?
They can get it on Amazon. Barnes & Noble carries it. Those are probably the two best places. And also, if they go to my website, JoanieGeltman.com, I have a blog that they can connect to that I write 3 days a week, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. All kinds of great information on there as well. Any new topics that are coming up, new apps that your kids are using, you need to know about, anything in the news that's happening that you're concerned about. So 3 days a week on that too, through JoanieGeltman.com.
JoanieGeltman.com. Joanie, thank you so much for joining us. I don't know why my cell phone's not working right now, but I'll text you later. We'll see.
Maybe your son shut it down.
Yeah, maybe. Folks, don't go anywhere. More positive business talk coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
You've done it yourself. You've put in a few keywords to search for something, and what comes up is nothing like what you're looking for. Thousands of responses, but nothing close to what you need. You try again, frustrated. You finally find it buried deep within the walls of the internet. Don't do that to your potential customers. Make it easy. Make it Colorado SEO easy. Colorado SEO optimizes your keywords so customers can find you quickly. Optimize your website by contacting Colorado SEO. Search engine optimization the way you hoped it would be. ColoradoSEO.com. That's ColoradoSEO.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C-Squared Computer Consulting. C-Squared is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C-Squared at 303-933-1113.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No, available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
Hi, this is Eric, and I want to talk to you about my friends over at McDonald Volvo. This family-owned business has been delivering extreme customer service for almost 50 years right here in our neighborhood. With upfront worry-free pricing and super personalized service, your best car buying experience is at McDonald Volvo. General Manager Will Routon is a great friend, and he wants to meet you personally. Call him at 303-738-4803. That's 303-738-4803, and tell him the pros sent you.
Bob Duco, today at 3 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
I do. I want to be rich, but you know what? I'd settle for being paid.
You know, and that's this issue, is we want to get paid for the job that we've done, for the service that we have provided. And so how do we make sure that we do that in a timely manner? Invoicing is pretty popular, but what if your customers, what if you sent them an invoice and they haven't actually paid their bill?
Oh, I got a guy who solve any problem for $100.
Okay, that doesn't solve the problem.
Call Guido.
That doesn't always solve the problem. So if you don't have a guy, here are some tips that you can take into consideration by Bill Eager. Bill Eager actually wrote an article and he shared it on the Manta platform for the Biz Tip of the Day.
His name is Bill Eager.
He's eager to get paid.
Yeah.
He's eager to get paid. Aren't you eager? That's a good name if you're going to be.
Of course there is.
I mean, really, I was just thinking if you were an accountant, eager, but I think pretty much any industry that could be.
Changing my name to Tall Love.
Please don't.
Go ahead.
Please don't.
Go ahead.
All right. So what do if you haven't been paid? So often we want to just jump the gun, send that nasty email, go over, send in the guy, and be the strong arm. But think about this. It was probably a mistake. It was probably overlooked. It probably just kind of fell in the cracks.
Did you hear this?
What?
Probably a mistake?
It probably was. Have you ever...
and we all live in a world where there's yellow brick roads and tulips by the side.
You have to, rather than just consider that they're trying to skip out on the bill because they are your customer.
The first day, the first 10 days, maybe even the first month, accidents happen.
Have you ever not paid a bill on time?
Not talking about that.
Have you ever... has it ever happened on accident that you have didn't pay a bill on time?
Yes.
Sure. So, for us in our office last year, we actually have one of our membership. I didn't actually pay it. I thought I did. I didn't pay it. Filed it away. And it was like 4, 5, 6 months later.
Yeah.
I got an email saying, we're dropping your membership due to non-payment.
This is
unthinkable. That was like 6 months ago.
We didn't pay it 6 months ago.
Well, I didn't remember that I didn't pay it 6 months ago. But a follow-up email. How about this? If you have net 30 terms, has it actually been 30 days since the client received the invoice?
Time out. Can we park the car for just a minute?
Yeah.
If you have terms, it's probably something that you, on your end, I'm talking about the business who is needing the money, you may not have spelled the terms. We have at Experience Pros a philosophy, a mantra, a chant, and you know what that is?
I would love to hear it.
Terms first.
Terms first. Are the terms clear as to actually when the due date is? Due upon receipt is a term, but if it's not clearly stated in the invoice, most clients think they have at least 30 days before they have to pay it. So check the date the invoice was sent, and check the date that it was actually received by the customer. Did you actually mail the invoice, or did you send that email in your head like I sometimes do?
All right. If your terms are net 60, you need to know Riviera Finance, RivieraFinance.com. Because if you don't know Riviera Finance,
you don't know Jack. Sorry. Sorry.
You leave a brother hanging. Jack Loudon with Riviera Finance. The punchline is you don't know Jack.
You don't know Jack. All right. So just send them a reminder and a copy of the invoice 1 week past the due date.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Did I
okay.
really derail you?
Nope, we're going.
All right. 1 week past the due date. Just send a reminder and a copy of the invoice. You're being both polite and keeping the ball rolling. And if you have, you can actually wait another 30 days before it's actually officially past due, before you send them.
Who says you can wait? Well, maybe you can't wait.
All right, but you can't. If you can't wait, you can then pick up the phone. Give them a couple of days once they've received that email, and you can pick up the phone and have this conversation. Right. And don't be afraid of the conversation. The agreement has been settled. The terms were set up. It very likely was an error, a mistake, just kind of a mishap on somebody's part. Now, there are times where somebody does have some cash flow issues, and maybe they are stalling and they are delaying. And
I've done that too, by the way.
The squeaky wheel gets the oil. So don't just ignore it. Don't just set it and forget it. Actually call them up and send them a friendly reminder. And it's just a friendly reminder. You're not being Guido. You're not being the bill collector. And if you do actually have somebody who is legitimately not paying you on time, then I would seek professional help.
Absolutely. And that professional help takes the form of Jack Loudon with Riviera Finance.
No, that doesn't. That's not.
Oh, you're talking about delinquent bill, of course.
Yeah, no, they don't do delinquent billing over there.
Hey, listen, there's another thing, and I like this piece of advice. If cash flow is truly an issue for you, and in many cases it can be, you're an entrepreneur who you're a consultant and you don't get paid until the work is done. Well, you can take an advance. And one of the best coaching tips we ever received from our business coach was to get an advance or get a double payment on the front side.
Deposit down. Yeah, right. If you do have cash flow issues, there are different ways that you can actually set up the payment in advance.
Yeah, the fact of the matter is that you're going to be putting some energy and effort and stuff that really does require expense on the front side in before you actually produce whatever service or product that you are putting out. So, a deposit is within the realm of reason.
Right, and it is not uncommon to request a 30% for a deposit, 30 to even 50% as a deposit.
I tend to go 50%, but yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Make sure that you get paid. So put your invoices in writing. Make sure you set up the terms of service. We always say terms first. Don't start the job until the terms are understood.
Right.
And sometimes this is just a very valuable lesson in making sure that everything is understood going forward. So often as small business owners, we get really eager
Yes.
to do the job. And we start the job before we've actually settled on terms, agreed on payment, and agreed when the bill will be paid.
You know, this is good for relationships, too.
How's that?
I think you should agree on terms on the front side before you get all
We will date
tangled
on every
up.
other Friday. You will pick me up at 6. You will drop me off at 10, and you will only call me between the hours of 5 and 6.
Terms first.
I don't know. Really? Would you date that person? Oh, that is you, isn't it?
Thanks to Bill Eager for his
He
article
could run a dating
on
site.
Manta.com.
He could help you out.
How do you know he's not?
He could
you
help you
know his
out.
alter name, his alternative name, Eager Beaver. He's out there. He's doing his thing. Folks, we've got more positive business talk and a fantastic story coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event. ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros Radio Show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner, 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle, one piece at a time.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Gain your own insight into the leading cause of divorce, money. Pick up your copy of Couples Money at couplesmoney.com and discover you're not alone in your financial struggles. Couples Money is written by a married couple in the financial industry, Chris and Marlo Felton. They share their personal story of financial transformation and insights they've gained from working with thousands of couples. Couples Money, what every couple should know about money and relationships, is available at Amazon or at couplesmoney.com. Get on the same page with your spouse with easy-to-follow concepts and action steps proven to work. Couples Money at couplesmoney.com.
Random online searching is one way to find a good company, but an even better way is to choose the companies that are listed on the Extreme Customer Service Directory. This elite list of companies have one thing in common. They offer extreme customer service. Their customers are bragging about them, and that's what sets them apart. Trust the companies listed on the Extreme Customer Service Directory to take care of you. Extreme Customer Service Directory at experiencepros.com/directory. experiencepros.com/directory.
John Rush, today at 2 on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/The Revolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your business day and join us for ours. Well, we got some exciting guests and good news here in the studio today.
We absolutely do. And in Colorado, I think we're known for being pretty darn healthy. And we have some beautiful sites, great places to go outside and run. And if you're interested in a 5K, we have something pretty extravagant going on over at Red Rocks, Denver's only 5K at Red Rocks. If you've been there, you know, if you have any trouble breathing, this can be a little bit of a challenge. So this 5K at Red Rocks is sponsored by the American Lung Association. And in the studio today, we have Ashley Reynoso, the Director of Development with the American Lung Association. Hi, Ashley.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Thank you. And we also have Mike Hanbery, Director of New Media Strategies with Webolutions. Hi.
Good morning, guys.
Mike,
great to be with you.
Great to have you back in the studio. Ashley, let's start with you. What is this Run the Rocks?
Yep. It's actually our 8th annual event. It's a 5K run walk at Red Rocks, like you mentioned. We are the only timed 5K at Red Rocks. Our participants enjoy a beautiful scenic athletic event like you know Red Rocks has.
Sure.
We have bands along the course to really cheer our participants on. And then, of course, we finish with a great deal of exhibitors, Cliff Bar, Eat This food truck, all those fun things. It's October 12th, starting at 9:30 a.m.
Oh, how fantastic. How fantastic. It's going to be so much fun. Now, Mike, you're with Webolutions. How's Webolutions involved?
We are. Thank you for asking. And why do I get to sit here and pretend to be a big shot next to Ashley today? The Webolutions is the inspirational sponsor, the first ever inspirational sponsor of the Run the Rocks 5K this year. We are collecting inspirational stories and sharing them out there with people who are running the rocks to try to inspire others. And if you want to contribute your own story, we'd love to do that. Just go to facebook.com/RunTheRocks5K and click the Inspire Others app and contribute your story. We'll share it as well.
All right, give that Facebook page again.
Run the Rocks 5K.
Run the Rocks 5K, the only timed 5K at Red Rocks, brought to you by the American Lung Association. It's happening on October 12th. Now, we're putting some teams and stuff together. Webolutions has a goal of 100 racers.
We want to be the largest race team out there, and currently we have 35 racers, makes us the largest by quite a few with our Revolutions group, and we've issued a challenge to beat us, okay?
Oh.
And if you can't beat them, join them type of thing, there's plenty of room on this bandwagon. So.
All right, so the Revolution is the team to beat.
That is correct.
Is that right?
That's the way we're framing that. Right, yeah.
All right, and again, let's give that contact information. Where do we go to sign up? Because you just threw down a challenge, man, a gauntlet. Ashley.
So www.runtherocks.org is where you're going to be able to sign up. Registration's available online until October 8th at 10 a.m. $40 to register, or you can register day of the event for $45. So
right.
runtherocks.org.
Runtherocks.org. Runtherocks.org. Now, have people already started sharing their inspirational stories,
Absolutely, Mike? Yes. We actually puts out a newsletter on a weekly basis to everyone who has signed up, and they receive those stories. And our CEO, John Vahalik, is going to deliver a brief inspirational address right at the starting line.
Well, how fantastic. How fantastic. I love it. Now, the whole goal behind the American Lung Association, let's talk about what you guys are doing.
Definitely. So we're the American Lung Association here in Colorado, so we're doing work right here in our local community. Our whole mission is to support promoting lung health and preventing lung disease is really what our mission is. We focus in the areas of asthma, lung disease, clean air, tobacco cessation, and research. I always like to highlight one of the programs. We do a lot of fantastic work here in Colorado, but one of the key programs that we do is a CHAMP camp for kids with asthma. So we take them for a summer or for a weekend in the summer, and we teach them how to manage their asthma, teach them that they can still participate on the soccer team, they can still run track and have asthma. So it changes their life. It decreases the number of school days.
Can they really run track with asthma?
Oh, 100%. And so we teach them what are their triggers and how can they know ahead of time to be able to prepare.
Well, and the ALA in Colorado is well known and well respected. It's a great organization. Now, Mike, do you have a personal interest in this? I mean, are there personal stories coming out of Webolutions? The people that you circulate around?
We tend to be a pretty healthy bunch over there at Webvolution. So there's not, I mean, there's certainly for me, there's lung disease in my family. My great-grandfather suffered from emphysema pretty severely. I've contributed that story to the zeitgeist, to the content. But, I usually run when chased, but I get chased a lot, so it does happen.
Just giving you extra points for the word zeitgeist, man. Very cool.
Pretty sure I used it incorrectly, but let's go.
It doesn't matter. I like that kind of Cajun music myself.
All right, Run the Rocks 5K, sponsored by the American Lung Association in Colorado. It is on October 12th, the only 5K at Red Rocks, and what a great way to support the American Lung Association. And the inspirational sponsor, is that what it was called?
That is correct.
Inspirational sponsor. And so when we think about Webvolutions, and you guys are an online marketing firm, so how did the idea between being the inspiration sponsor come to play?
Well, we're a full-service marketing firm. It's been a real pleasure to do business with, and I do lead the online marketing department. So you're right on there. And we are doing the internet marketing for the event, and so that all came about because we have some mutual friends. One of our executives at Webvolutions is on the board at the American Lung Association of Colorado, and we've always been big fans of the work that this organization does anyway, and the way that came about is we had an idea, and Ashley and the American Lung Association were open to it, and it's been a real pleasure to do business with like that. You know how it is. I mean, the people you love working with are the ones who are open to ideas and open to changing things, and the American Lung Association in Colorado has been that in spades. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Ashley, give the contact more information one more time so that people can sign up for this. You want to not just participate. Are there ways to sponsor as well? Can people get involved financially behind the event?
Definitely. So as an individual, you can definitely sponsor just a donation to the American Lung Association via Run the Rocks. There's opportunities for businesses as well if you want to be an exhibitor booth at the end of the event.
Now we're talking.
So if you go to runtherocks.org, all the contact information is there, and then also the opportunity to register as well.
Runtherocks.org. That's runtherocks.org.
Ashley, is there anything else you want to share with our audience today?
I'll give one more plug for Webvolutions and what they've done for this event as well. We didn't have much online presence, and we've really partnered with Webvolutions, and they've done an incredible job. Their staff is great to work with, and we've had a lot of fun along the way. So,
fantastic. All right, Webvolutions, they're goal is 100 racers. They need about 65 more people to participate. Mike, what else do you want our listeners to know today?
I want you to know that the American Lung Association Colorado has cleaned our air and made us healthier, and the best way to support them right now is to sign up and contribute and run the Run the Rocks 5K.
And I might make one more plug. We have a great event this weekend at Aspen Grove from 11 to 2 in Littleton. It's called Drive Electric Week, and all electric cars will be available for test drives. So another kind of fun event for people who are looking for an alternative vehicle.
Wow.
So you can, being the online marketing guy for the American Lung Association, you can post that on our Facebook wall at facebook.com/experience.
As soon as I get back to the office, it's the first thing I'll do. Thank you.
That is fantastic. Well, Ashley, it's a privilege to have the ALA here in Colorado here in our studio as represented by you. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
And Mike, of course, always great to have you, your voice, your presence here in the studio. We should make this
you inspire me. I appreciate being in your presence.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere. More positive business talk coming up next. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Would you know what to do if a coworker started to feel dizzy and complain of chest pains? Starting CPR while waiting for an ambulance to arrive can double the chance of the victim's survival. Safety Solved can help. We provide customized on-site training, including both professional and basic CPR, AED, and first aid, with American Red Cross and American Heart Association trainings. We also facilitate first aid kit and AED equipment programs. Let us make your safety and wellness programs complete. Call today, 303-257-9589. That's 303-257-9589. Or online at safety-solved.com.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Revitalize, release stress, and empower with Karen Corona's healing and transformational programs. Karen is a master healer and a teacher with 30 years experience providing holistic healing treatments, coaching, yoga, meditation classes, and retreats. Receive the healing inner tools you need to achieve your goals. Call Karen today and get started. 303-725-1119. That's 303-725-1119. Mention this ad and receive a free yoga class or a $150 coupon toward her upcoming healing and transformational retreat in October, set in the lovely Nuevo Vallarta, Mexico. Call today, 303-725-1119, or visit online at KarenCorona.com.
Join business owners and leaders from across the Front Range for an incredible leadership event featuring John Maxwell, Linda Kaplan-Taylor, and Tim Sanders as they share valuable lessons in leadership. Network with other leaders during this half-day simulcast on Friday, October 10th from 8:30 to 1 p.m. at the Embassy Suites in Stapleton. L2 Learn Lead is here. The event is perfect for people who are busy running a business, family, or organization and are looking to become more effective. Leadership isn't just for those who have a team working for them. It's for you. The first 100 people to register on Eventbrite get tickets for only $69. That's Eventbrite/L2 Stapleton. Eventbrite/L2 Stapleton. Join us Friday, October 10th at the Embassy Suites in Stapleton.
Grassroots Radio Colorado with Chris Cook this afternoon at 5 on KLZ 560.
Dennis Miller here. Be sure to tune in for the Dennis Miller Show, where we talk politics, entertainment, and everything in between. Our guests are the best you'll hear on radio. It's radio you can trust right here on the Dennis Miller Show.
Tonight at 10 p.m., it's the Dennis Miller Show right here on KLZ 560.
The Experienced Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
I need somebody help, not just anybody help. You know I need someone help.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for hours. Angel, something happened during the commercial break. You got this big cheese-eating grin on you. You got a skip in your step, and what is on your mind?
Well, I found an article on Inc. magazine called 4 Simple Ways to Build Awesome New Work Habits, and it's by one of your favorites, Jeff Hayden.
Love Jeff.
He says, just about everything you do now, you could do even better, and that excites me. Just to know that we can be even more awesome. We don't have to just simply, kind of just be the standard. Yesterday we were at Orange Theory Fitness working out, and we had started the class, and we're on the rowers, and we're all rowing. We're all doing what we're supposed to be doing.
Right, just warming up.
And kind of going through the motions.
And Andre looked down at us and said, no.
He could sense it. We're all here.
Yeah.
We've all shown up, right? And they say 90% of it is just showing up.
Physically.
We've all shown up. We're all going through the motions, but we're not really giving it anything.
Right.
And so he challenged us to get it all up and get our heart rates up in that orange zone in the next minute. And, man, we cranked it up. We were more awesome.
Yes.
But here's the thing is that most things that we do actually aren't necessarily decisions. We're not really even thinking about what we do. 40% of what we do every day is done out of a habit.
I believe that.
Which means we tend to simply do what we've done before, which means we're less productive, we're less effective, we're less healthy, we're less everything than we could be.
All right, so let's Let's go over the ways that we can be better.
Well, you have to change your habits.
Yeah.
And we think about your habits. This is not your intention. This is your action. You can't just think about, okay, and show up and expect that it's going to be different or better today than it was yesterday, because it's an old habit. We have to create brand new positive habits. We have to change it all. We have to wipe the slate clean.
Okay, but when you're wiping that slate clean, you have a problem. And I know many, many people, you and I both know many people, who the pendulum swings all the way to one side, and they think, I got to change that habit overnight. I got to change everything that I do
which is not sustainable. And not to
not
throw
at
you
all.
under the bus, but...
What?
Did you get up an hour and a half early again today? It's okay. Actually,
I'm a failure.
no. This is pretty common, right?
I didn't make my breakfast today. I didn't get up early
I'm not.
today.
Stop rubbing your head. I'm using this as a good example. This is a good example, right?
We use your husband as a good example.
He's right. We swing the pendulum. We go all the way to the other side. It's not sustainable. We're going to go right back to our old habits. So start small.
Yes.
Start small. Focus on something small. And here's the example that he gives here in the article. He's talking about flossing your teeth.
Oh, ew. I mean, I do it, but a lot of people hate it, and I hated it for a long time.
Okay, so here's the thing. Let's say you want to start with a habit of flossing your teeth every night. To build a successful habit, something tiny, floss just one tooth.
What?
One tooth.
Just one tooth? Just floss one tooth?
Right. Crazy, right?
That's silly.
But here it is. If you're building the habit of flossing just a single tooth, these are the 3 things that are going to happen.
Okay.
1, you'll feel silly about not doing it. Because it's so simple, it's so easy.
Okay.
It would just be silly to skip it because it's just nothing. It's one tooth.
But if I want to wrap the thing around my finger and wrap the thing around my other finger and go in for one tooth.
Yeah, you're going to probably floss more than one tooth.
Right.
Getting started on anything is the biggest hurdle. It's the getting started. But once you've started, it's easy to keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
The 3rd thing is you'll build the habit.
Yeah.
And he says, although flossing just one tooth each night won't make your dentist happy, but after a few weeks, and what do they say, 21 days to create a brand new habit. So it's 3 weeks. It actually is something you'll start to do automatically without thinking. And here's the thing. So much of what we do is automatic without thinking. So we have to take one of those tasks, one of those things that we automatically do, and shift how we do it and what we're doing. So we've heard of, is it called the Pomodoro? The Pomodoro
Yes, the
effect?
Pomodoro.
The Pomodoro, where it's the tomato timer.
Right.
Right? And so here's the thing, is you create a new habit by setting it for 5 minutes. And you do the new thing for just while that little timer is going.
Here's another great way to build awesome new work habits. Stack those habits. Find something that you're doing already and just add a little more to it. For instance, we exercise, right? It is not complicated to increase that exercise, an extra 5 minutes,
And, you can take the stairs, walk, park further away from the front door, add a little walk. In fact, they say, do you remember those standing desks were kind of like starting to become the rage? You stand while working.
Sure.
They've actually discovered that you don't need to stand all day at work to get the same physical improvements.
Just get up and move around.
Just, a couple of short walks throughout your day has the same physical impact
While
as
you're
standing
at
all
it,
day.
you can strengthen those work relationships when you get up to go take a break. Stop by and chat with somebody. Don't interrupt too much, but just say something nice. Give a little pep to your relationship, and then finally read more.
Well, they say that the most successful CEOs read 4 or 5 books a month. There's actually an article floating around out on Facebook today, 10 great books that you should have read if you haven't already, or pick them up and read again, that Dave Ramsey has written in his blog. But, here's the thing is we have to reward ourselves for the behaviors and the changes and being more awesome and having a bigger picture, because just saying, I just want to make this one change and I can't think of something
whatever
at the moment, but whatever it is, I want to be more effective, I want to be more awesome. Is that with my relationships? Is that with my productivity? Is that with my sales calls? What are the things? What are the things that you're doing to actually be more awesome? And And yesterday we had Chris and Marlo Felton. They wrote the book Couples Money.
Right.
And they say that we tend to focus on the negative, or we're going to fix something that's actually broken. So instead of saying I'm going to fix this negative behavior of mine of, I'm always putting off making my sales calls, or I'm always being distracted instead of doing the work I'm supposed to be doing, make it obvious in front of you that you are a success at what it is that you want to change about your habits. I make 10 sales calls a day. I've connected, with
something positive.
Yeah, the productivity side of it. For Chris and Marlo Felton, their biggest thing was saving money and watching that meter grow, or that balance grow. And so watching the success come and celebrating the success that you have created, because it truly is pretty exciting. None of us wants to scrub the toilets, but we love a clean bathroom. Nobody wants to get in there and do the hard work, but we love the results on the other side of it. And it's very rewarding.
It really is. And there are many habits that you can implement into your work habit, your work day, or your work habit routine that you might not even think of as being habitual. For instance, how about leaving work on time?
Ooh.
Right?
That's one of the things we love about working out at the end of our day, is it forces us to leave work on time.
There you go. So when your habit isn't based on something physical, you can still use the technique. The trick is to make sure that any barriers that are acting on your habit are easy to overcome. No barriers, and again, having something on the schedule next is always a big thing.
And that's the same thing, having something on the schedule next. If you want to be more productive at work with your follow-up, with the, in your sales process, what's next? So you've connected with them. What's the next step? Always knowing what that next step is. If you're going to leave work early, or you want to actually have time for working out, lunch with friends, you put it on the schedule and you know what's next and you know that it's coming.
All right, so all this work going towards changing your habits and then starting small, working on these tangible things, that's a lot of work, Angel.
It isn't. You're going to start small. You're going to pick one new habit. Just one.
All right, but what about the reward?
What about it?
I think we should come up with some good, I don't know.
It's not a cheeseburger.
It could be.
No, because remember, you're trying to be more fit and healthy.
That's me, but there may be somebody who doesn't mind and loves cheeseburgers, and that could be a good reward.
It can, unless it's a fitness goal. It's a habit. But celebrating, and a lot of times we do celebrate and reward ourselves with food and treats, and but as long as it's a reward and not a habit, and again, let's break our habits. If you do find yourself sitting in front of the television,
what was that you were just about to bring into the camera's view?
If you find yourself at night sitting in front of the television eating a bag of Cheetos, and you want to change that habit, don't be home. Go out and do something. Invite people over. Don't buy the Cheetos.
Cheetos are going to be next to the bed when I get there anyways.
You don't eat Cheetos in bed, do you? Chips in bed. Do you eat in bed?
No, I do not.
Do you have crumbs? I don't know, the crumbs in the bed thing.
We don't allow for crumbs.
Well, where do you think the crumbs go?
Out of the bag and into the mouth.
You're like Cookie Monster. Again, pick one habit. And just know that most of what we do is really out of habit, and we're used to not doing some things, and we're used to doing others. And so picking something that actually improves and creates that more awesomeness, those awesome work habits, is really simple if you take it one task at a time, start small, and stick with it for 3 weeks.
That Jeff Hayden, he's a smart guy.
Mm-hmm. Reward yourself when you're done. And let us know, did you change a habit? You can always write your stories on our Facebook wall, facebook.com/experiencepros.
Oh, that should be the question of the day. What habit have you changed, or what habit do you intend to change? Remember, a little less intention, a lot more action.
A lot more action.
Mm-hmm. I should write a song.
Yeah, wasn't there a song?
A little less talk.
A little less talk, a lot more action.
Mm-hmm.
Get her done. Get her done. Because time, we buy into the myth and the lie that there's always time and we can do it later. And that is probably the biggest derailer from being awesome, is putting it off.
Yeah, well said. All right, well, folks, we do have to take a quick station identification at the top of the hour here, but we encourage you to check out the archives of this and every other show that we've done, available at experiencepros.com. That's experiencepros.com, and you click on the Listen Here, and then the archives button is available for you to go check that out. It's also searchable because we archive our shows on YouTube, and you can search out by keyword for the topics that are interesting to you. We'll be back right after this with more positive business talk. This is the Experience Pros Network.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
The Dennis Miller Show, tonight at 10 on KLZ 560.
On the next Rush to Reason on KLZ 560, Rick Thielen and Karen Olson will be here from Life Choices, to talk to John Rush about their work educating teenagers on the truth about sex, the truth about unreliable contraception methods, all of them, and the only way known to mankind to prevent STDs and unexpected pregnancy. It's called abstinence. They don't teach that in school. Planned Parenthood won't let them. They'll also be talking about their upcoming fundraiser, A Night for Life, with Speaker Cal Thomas on October 10th. That's on the next Rush to Reason, 2 p.m. on KLZ 560.
Every day, 21 veterans commit suicide. Last year, active duty suicides surpassed the number of combat deaths. You can help by donating to Freedom Service Dogs. They rescue dogs from local shelters and train them to be service dogs for these heroes. Donate today at freedomservicedogs.org.
KLZ AM 560, KLZ HD Denver. Listen live at KLZ560radio.com. KLZ 560, a Crawford Broadcasting God and Country station.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm John DeMaster.
ISIL has global aspirations.
On Capitol Hill, Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel testifying at a Senate hearing on the president's strategy for destroying ISIS.
ISIL's leaders have threatened America and our allies. If left unchecked, ISIL will directly threaten our homeland and our allies.
An ISIS supporter warning of attacks on the United States if it continues conducting military strikes against the terrorists. The message posted on a well-known extremist website promising an equal response to any American military action. And word of a Benghazi bombshell, here's the Blaze Radio's Robin Walensky.
Scrubbing documents related to Hillary Clinton and Benghazi? Well, a brand new report from investigative reporter Cheryl Atkinson at the Daily Signal website of a high-ranking State Department staffer by the name of Ray Maxwell, who reportedly walks in on a Sunday as documents being separated to reportedly protect the former Secretary of State before an investigation.
This is news on the Blaze Radio Network.
I'm Lex Friedman. I run my own business, so I know from experience, hiring new employees can be tough. Posting your job in one place isn't enough to find quality candidates. If you want to find the perfect hire, you need to post your job on all the top job sites, and now you can. With ZipRecruiter.com, you can post your job to 50-plus job sites, including Craigslist, LinkedIn, and Twitter, all with a single click. Find candidates in any industry nationwide. Just post once and watch your qualified candidates roll into ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use interface. No juggling emails or calls to your office. Quickly screen candidates, rate them, and hire the right person fast. Find out today why ZipRecruiter has been used by over 200,000 businesses. And right now, our listeners can post jobs on ZipRecruiter for free by going to ZipRecruiter.com/talkradio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/talkradio. One more time, to try it for free, go to ZipRecruiter.com/talkradio.
You've been listening to the Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560.
Wake up with Randy Corcoran, early mornings at 5 on KLZ 560.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show brought to you by Mass Mutual Colorado. Experience Pros, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Save My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Thank you so much for coming back and tuning in today. This is your 1,339 quite interesting facts to make your jaw drop update. You ready for this?
I can't wait.
Astronauts' helmets contain a small piece of Velcro. And do you know why? So that they can scratch their noses.
What? Seriously? Like on the inside of the helmet of an astronaut had a piece of Velcro?
There's a small piece of Velcro so they can scratch their noses because they can't reach it, right? They can't get to it. They got the glove.
And as soon
can't
as...
just unload the...
Right. As soon as you know that you can't...
Yeah.
Like if your hands are... Yeah, you've got gloves on. Yeah, your nose itches. What is that phenomenon?
I don't know, but when you start talking about it, it starts to do it.
I love it that they put
nose.
a little piece of Velcro into there.
My nose just starts. Yeah, see, you're gonna do it. I know you are.
Mm-hmm.
According to Velcro, however, their official website, there is no such thing as Velcro.
According to Velcro, there is no Velcro?
That's correct.
That does not make sense.
Right? Check it out.
No, I don't think so.
No, check it out. You got to check it out. You know Samsung, the phone company, tech company. You know the folks who make phablets and tablets and phones and stuff. Sure. Samsung.
Yeah.
You know what their first official product was?
I'm gonna say photography.
Nope.
Electronic little bits kind of things where they put electronic bits together.
Little bits, yes, not electronic. Dried fish.
Dried fish?
Now talk about inventing and then reinventing, adapting to what works and what doesn't. Samsung's first product was dried fish.
Was dried fish. You know what Wrigley's first product was?
Gum. Double Mint Twins.
Here's a whole new meaning to wash your mouth out with.
What?
It was soap.
Wrigley's?
Wrigley's first product.
The chewing gum factory?
Was soap.
Ooh.
Yeah. So see, I always wondered what was the connection of putting, Mom, washing your mouth out with soap because you said a dirty word, and I always thought it was because it was a dirty word, clean soap, like that was the connection. But no, I think it was because it was Wrigley's.
Precursor to chewing gum.
Yeah.
Soap.
Yeah.
Interesting. These and other facts can be found in 1,339 facts, quite interesting facts that make your jaw drop by John Lloyd, John Mitchison, and James Harkin. You can find this copy of the book at anywhere books are sold, but you can also get the veracity. You can check the validation of our facts.
I think Eric is just looking for a way to use the word veracity daily in his sentences.
It's fitting.
Mm-hmm. It's like he got the word of the day toilet paper.
All right. I don't have to say veracity. I can just say check me out. Go ahead, ladies.
You already say that. That's not new. We're creating new habits.
We'll be back after these messages and creating new habits on the Experience Pros radio show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Do you want to meet some new people, make some great connections, and network with other business owners? Call me, Penny, today at 303-220-0366 or go to theconnectingexperts.com. Connecting people to people.
When you need a medical expert witness or someone to consult in your medical cases, you need MediPro Solutions. Let's face it, attorneys are busy and typically don't have the time to research the details of the medical aspects of every case. At MediPro Solutions, your medical legal consulting firm, they take care of every detail, leaving you and your lawyers to focus on the law. MediPro Solutions is owned and operated by licensed and board-certified physicians. When your case is on the line, call MediPro Solutions, 303-502-6735. That's 303-502-6735. Or online at MediProSolutions.com.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
Back to school is just like back to work. Families relocate, businesses open new offices, and you need to order new phone lines, equipment, and internet connections. Hi, this is Eric, encouraging you to do what we did. Call Lori White and Lorianne Communications and let her do it all for you. From phone lines to cable installation, Lori is your phone gal. She's always ready to serve your back-to-work needs. Call Lori today, 303-419-3415. That's 303-419-3415 or online at loriancom.com. That's LORIANCOMM.com.
Hi, ladies. This is Angel, and I want to let you in on one of my favorite fashion secrets. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella Studio for a full year, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella Studio. And my favorite part? No more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara. And all of the compliments I get. Get yours today. Call Carabella Studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. And to ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. 303-909-9585.
Tell your staff to tune in daily to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Business training and inspiration from national experts are here for you every day on the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Start your week off by learning a great new business skill. Tune in midweek to boost your positive attitude and be sure to always end your week with Fan Braggin Friday. The Experienced Pros Radio Show is here for you every day, changing the way people treat people in business. Join the revolution and tune in to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Weekday business training designed to inspire you to get your business right.
Bob Duco, today at 3 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please leave me alone.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Stop what?
Just leave me alone. You know,
Wait a minute. Leave you alone. You're constantly begging for it. Call me. I'm available. Come, and then leave me alone? Like, which message are we supposed to be listening to?
Ladies, don't leave me alone. Actually, you've been leaving me alone for years. So stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You know, there's certain types of email that just get right under your skin.
All right, so there is one particular type of email that is the most frustrating for somebody to receive.
Are we talking about you?
And I will tell you that not only is this type of email the most frustrating to receive, this type of voicemail is also right up there on par with frustrating to receive.
So we are talking about you.
The answer is the dreaded, please call me. Email / voicemail.
Yeah. Hi, it's me. Call me back.
Call me. Please call me. Now, here's what happens if it's a colleague or a customer or somebody at work, you know, or a vendor, anybody in your professional realm. If somebody sends you or calls you and says, you know, just please call me.
Right.
Okay, why? Tell me why. What do you want to know?
No, because if I tell you why, you won't call me.
But it's dreaded and it's frustrating and you're totally freaking people out.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Your coworkers aren't dumb. We're not idiots. We usually know that it means A, it's bad news.
B, I want you to do something for me.
Or it's confidential and therefore, you know, a little on the
salacious.
Yeah. All right.
That's a big word.
Yeah, you are. Toilet paper of the day. Word of the day, toilet paper. I'm pretty sure that you bought that.
What?
Have you heard of that?
No.
I think you bought that.
It's not in my email.
All right. So here's what ends up happening. One, you have created this flood of thoughts into the person on the receiving end. Is this bad? Who's this for? Did I screw up? You know, is this? I mean, of course we're not jumping to the automatic conclusion. Oh, they want to take me to lunch. They want to give me tickets to the Broncos game.
Said no one ever.
Right. So instead of
you would sit there and say, I've got tickets to the Broncos game. Call me. Right?
Exactly. I mean, you would say that. If it was something fun, worthwhile, and easy to talk about, you would say what it was. I got one recently. Says, Angel, I want to ask you a favor. Call me.
Right.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No, because you know that's going, whatever that's going to be. It's going to be an exercise in spending your time, your money, your energy.
I will not help you move.
Right.
I am not. I don't know, all of the things. And so
what's the solution?
The solution is to communicate. Why are you calling? What is it that you really want? And email and voicemail. If you do need somebody to call you, making sure that they've got the phone number, because even trying to track down a phone number, especially in a voicemail, you're assuming that I'm checking it on my phone and your number came in. But and a lot of times our emails don't always have the information we want. With a phone number there too. It's just not a fair way. It's a waste of time. And let's say I do end up calling you back and I get your voicemail. What am I supposed to say?
Yeah.
All right, here I am. I called. Don't know why. Now we've both wasted our time. So stop it.
Yeah, you stop it. You are particularly sensitive on these issues, and you have said this for years. That the voicemail that says "Hi, it's me, call me back" is useless.
It is useless.
You give us some information.
If you're not, I mean, that's not a message.
Nope.
At that point, you can hang up.
Seriously, I can see that some number called. I'm not going to call it back anyways, so don't do that. Here are some other emails that you should never ever send. Don't send the rant.
Never send an email when you're angry or upset.
Please don't do that. You will say things that you do not want to say, and then you'll have to try to take them back. But can you ever get the toothpaste back in the tube?
And then you forever have it in writing.
Right.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't ever send. You can always write it. Just don't put a 2 in the 2 box, in the email. You can write it just to help yourself express what you're thinking,
yeah, sure.
Get clarity on your thoughts.
Press away.
Vent, get it out.
Mm-hmm.
Use it as a rant, but don't send it.
Yeah.
Never send that.
The scandal sheet, office gossip is ugly enough on its own. It does not need to be accelerated electronically.
Think about this. If you are not okay with somebody other than the recipient reading that email,
right,
don't send it.
Hello.
Because there's always a possibility that somebody else can see that. So if you are not okay with somebody else seeing that, don't put it in writing.
Nobody wants to receive your marketing spam.
I don't want to opt out of something I did not opt into.
Stop putting us on your mailing lists and then saying, well, you can always opt out.
That is not good enough.
No.
You can be better.
Absolutely.
Take the high road.
Yep. Another big one we talk about on a regular basis here is when it's time for a conversation, don't use email. If it's bad news,
deliver it in person.
Please.
Just do it in person. No exceptions. It's cowardly to use email to avoid dealing with somebody else's emotions, especially when you're causing the emotional train wreck.
Now, you do like to have breakup text.
No, not breakup text.
I think that's what you said.
No,
you like
fighting.
Breakup text.
I like fighting over text.
Oh, fighting over text is good?
Uh-huh. Because
okay.
you can't bunny trail. You've got to stay on
but you're
focus.
You're not allowed to break up and have breakup text?
Well, I don't know. I haven't had an experience of breakup text to know if I would like it or not. But probably I would say no. But I do like to fight over text. I think that's my preferred method. Not on the phone, not in person. Because
that's the only way your arms are going to reach.
What?
Just saying. I mean your elbows.
What?
There was a time that somebody who was height challenged offered to put her elbow, swing her elbow at me, and I kind of giggled at it a long time ago because her elbow is only about 6 inches away from her shoulder, and she couldn't, she couldn't. But with text, you can jab.
No, you stay on topic, you stay focused, you've got to get right to the point. This is what I'm angry about. This is what I want you to do differently next time. This is just, if you think about in person, you get off track, you bunny trail, you bring up old stuff that has nothing to do with it. You can't do that on text.
All right.
I do like the text for fighting.
Yeah, I know, and I disagree with that, but that's okay.
No, no, you
finally,
don't actually.
I kind of do. I'll text you about this later.
You're the only person
I'm gonna text you about this later.
Fight with, anyways.
The final thing is, don't waste our time. If you've got an email that goes on and on and on and on, we're not going to read it anyways. We're letting you know in advance. Stop wasting our time.
Yeah, I mean, it's really sad, and I wish we could say that the time and energy you're putting into crafting this very lengthy email is actually going to be read word for word in the tone with the intention that you set it out to receive. But we are scanning, we're flipping through, we're getting so many emails, and just something quick and easy.
Yep.
Email is not a place to actually have a conversation.
All right.
Just send some information and be done.
So we've got 2 words for you. You don't have to get on a notepad or anything else. Just 2 words for you when it comes
email
to
me.
No, not the email me words.
Email Eric.
No, not those either. When it comes to leaving the call me email or the 5 emails that we just covered here, 2 words. You ready? Stop it. We'll be back after these messages on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No, available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C2 Computer Consulting. C2 is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C2 at 303-933-1113.
Would you know what to do if a coworker started to feel dizzy and complain of chest pains? Starting CPR while waiting for an ambulance to arrive can double the chance of the victim's survival. Safety Solved can help. We provide customized on-site training, including both professional and basic CPR, AED, and first aid, with American Red Cross and American Heart Association trainings. We also facilitate first aid kit and AED equipment programs. Let us make your safety and wellness programs complete. Call today, 303-257-9589. That's 303-257-9589. Or online at safety-solved.com.
Make sure your marketing strategy includes search engine optimization and contact Colorado SEO at coloradoseo.com. You'll find a team of experts who have been connecting consumers online since 1996. You've created a commodity, now get found. coloradoseo.com. coloradoseo.com or call 303-990-5934. Remember, billions are searching. Will they find you?
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner. 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle one piece at a time.
Dana Lash after Grassroots Radio Colorado on KLZ 560.
Dennis Miller here. Be sure to tune in for the Dennis Miller Show, where we talk politics, entertainment, and everything in between. Our guests are the best you'll hear on radio. It's radio you can trust right here on the Dennis Miller Show.
Tonight at 10 p.m., it's the Dennis Miller Show, right here on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Get into my car. Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you with us. Hey, you, get into my car. It's time for business tips and insights.
This one is brought to you by McDonald Volvo. We have the general manager, Will Routon, on the phone with us. Hi, Will.
Hi, guys.
Will, how you doing today, brother?
Awesome. How are y'all?
You know, we are doing fantastic, but it's the Experienced Pros Radio Show. We expect nothing less. What are we talking about today?
We're just talking about cars. We're talking about service. We're talking about getting into a new Volvo or getting your Volvo serviced.
All right. Well, one of the things we love about working with McDonald Volvo that you're going to love about working with McDonald Volvo is the accessibility that you have to the general manager. Can we talk about that today, Will? Why is that so important to the top guy?
You know, a lot of times when you're dealing with a car dealership, it can be difficult to reach somebody when you really need help. If you don't feel like you're getting a good service in the service department, or if you feel like you could use somebody who could, give you a little bit better deal, it can be hard to find the guy who really is making the decisions. And oftentimes they're locked away in some ivory tower. And that's just not the way it is here. I'm open to everybody who comes by every day.
And I'll tell our listeners, because this is our first segment with you, Will, we've known you for years, and you really follow the pattern of what you're setting up here. You are accessible, and you have great relationships with your clients.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I strive. I got into this business 16 years ago with the sole intention of trying to create a better experience for clients. I used to hate going to car dealerships. You'd walk in and you'd that high pressure, sleazy sales guy out smoking on the curb.
Right.
And I hated that. And when I got into it with the idea, why don't I do something different? Why don't I try to give my clients a little bit of a different experience? And just from the time I started on the sales floor, that's what I started doing. And now, as a general manager, I get to do it on a bigger scale and get to extend that same sort of thing to my employees, get to give them a great place to work as well.
I love it. McDonald Volvo at 6100 South Broadway in Littleton. Your phone number, Will?
My direct line to my desk is 303-738-4803.
Give that one more time.
303-738-4803.
All right, so let's talk a smidge about the cars. What kind of cars you guys have on the lot there with McDonald Volvo?
Our most popular models right now are the S60, that's a four-door sedan, and the XC60, the smaller SUV. They're wonderful cars. They have great styling, great ride, and everybody knows nothing's safer than a Volvo.
Well, that's the truth.
And you guys have been. Do you guys what is your record for being the safest car?
I think it's pretty much since they invented measuring it, right? Well,
yeah. Is it always? Do you always win the Safe Car Awards for Volvo?
Always. I'm sitting here looking at a plaque on my desk that was a top safety pick in 2013 for the S60, our sedan, from the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. The XC60 has also been named as the safest SUV that you can get behind the wheel of. They do great in crash tests, but not only that, they do great in handling and the way they drive to help avoid accidents as well. That's as much of a safety feature as anything.
Well, and luxury cars don't have to come at luxury prices. You guys are doing fantastic offers every day on the cars all over the lot, right?
Yeah, we've got great offers. We're in the middle of closing out our 2014 models, and we've got some unbeatable deals out there. If you just check out our website, McDonaldVolvo.com, you'll see what I'm talking about right away. There's some really great values.
Yeah, I actually came to the website, McDonaldVolvo.com. Fun deals you've got going on. It is time to check them out, and you can get in touch with Will Routon specifically. He gave his own number right to his desk, 303-738-4803, online at McDonald Volvo. And the address over there?
6100 South Broadway, right on Car Row.
How late are you guys open tonight?
We're open till 9 o'clock during the week, 8 o'clock on Saturdays. More longer hours for better service than many other dealerships that are out there, certainly any other Volvo dealership.
Longer hours for better service. Well, you're going to get incredible service. Of course, you heard them on the Experience Pros radio show. Let them know, and let them see. Let them get you into a brand new car today. Get out of the car you're in. Get into a McDonald Volvo. Will, is there anything else you want to share today?
No, that's it. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate it.
We are so grateful for you. And, folks, you can stay tuned every week at this time. We'll be talking to Will and getting an update of what's going on over at McDonald Volvo. Big, exciting news always. Will, thanks for the call.
Thanks so much, guys. Take care.
Absolutely. Let's go back for just a moment and chat a little more about that email. Do you mind?
Well, I'm
kind
of shopping for a new car right now. Market research.
Of course.
Market research. Yes,
absolutely.
Absolutely. But he's not kidding. The inventory, the deals they've got going.
And let's just face it, those cars are sexy.
They kind of are.
They really are.
They kind of are. This is not your grandma's Volvo.
No. The Swedes got it right, and they know what they're doing. So back to the email, just a couple of things. And, of course, Microsoft.com is one of those folks that want you to know that there is certain etiquette for when you find, we told you what not to send in the last segment. Now, once you've decided what you're going to send, just a few tips that might help that email be well received.
Oh, yeah. And we do often like to focus on the positive. And here's what we do want to do. Here's what we can do to send great, just to be more awesome at work.
So be informal but not sloppy. Keep your messages brief and to the point. Use the proper sentence case. That is, using all caps looks as if you're shouting.
It really does.
Yeah.
Don't be lazy about the all cap thing.
Right. Use blind copy and the courtesy copy appropriately. A courtesy copy is for somebody who needs to know about the information that you're sharing but does not need to respond. And the blind copy is for blind people.
It's for protecting people's email addresses. It's not for being sneaky about, let me tell you what we're saying behind your back and let you in on this little secret. It is actually for respecting and protecting a group, especially when you're sending out group email to a group of people. Blind copy the extra email addresses just to protect them.
Please remember, all email is not private. In fact, no email is private. It goes out over the interweb and becomes a part of the permanent record for always.
Let's say that about social media.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you text, anything you share, anything you put in writing, anywhere, anytime, any day, there's no such thing as private anymore.
Use the subject field to indicate content and the purpose of your email. Make sure that your signature has the proper contact information, and summarize long discussions.
And if you change the topic, if everybody has been sending emails and you've been using the same subject, you can actually change that going forward so that it is actually
on topic
for the new discussion.
This brought to you by Microsoft, Microsoft.com, where they're giving us good advice always, and we're so grateful for them. We'll be back after these messages. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Stop repeating the financial behaviors that are keeping you broke. Register for a free teleseminar on Wednesday, September 10th, and learn the common mistakes couples make that destroy your finances and often your relationship. Brought to you by Couples Money, you'll learn how to break the cycle and start creating real wealth. It's a free seminar taught by the Couples Money experts, Chris and Marlo Felton. Break out of your current financial cycle and get on the same page with your spouse. Whether you've been married for decades or engaged to be married, sign up for the free teleseminar at couplesmoney.com. That's couplesmoney.com.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event, ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
There's only one place on the dial for you to share your stories of great customer service, and that's Fan Braggin' Friday on the Experience Pros Radio Show. Every Friday, the phone lines are open for you to call and tell the world who's getting it right in business. Call 855-FAN-BRAG and change the way people treat people in business. You can post your stories every day on the Experience Pros Facebook page and call in on Fridays for Fan Braggin' Friday at 855-326-2724. 855-FAN-BRAG. Tell Eric and Angel and then tell the world about Fan Braggin' Friday.
Freedom 560 with Ken Clark is coming up at noon on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service on Facebook.com/ExperiencePros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. We appreciate you for tuning in. When you were a kid, did you want to be a princess? Firefighter?
I wanted
What did you want to
be Olivia Newton-John in Xanadu.
In Xanadu?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess just leg
She was a
warmers.
muse.
What is a muse?
Well, we don't have time for that.
Oh.
What did you want to be when you grew up? Also, I wanted to be Julie McCoy.
Oh, yeah,
to be a cruise director.
Absolutely, yeah.
Turns out I get seasick.
Oh.
Not such a great job for me. My mom wanted me to be a flight attendant for the benefits.
For her benefits.
For her benefits, yeah, because mom gets
Right.
mom gets flight benefits. I
Yeah.
wasn't tall enough to be a flight attendant.
Yeah, you got to be able to put the suitcase up
My
above that.
grandma wanted me to marry a horse jockey because they're short and little. They're little guys.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I can tell you what everybody else wanted me to be.
And let's not forget, it is a matter of record that your, I believe, middle school teacher voted you.
My high school speech teacher said I would never have a career in radio.
You've done pretty well,
I know.
right?
I know. It's come a long way, baby.
Yeah,
A cigarette could have done that to me for me.
That's true. You know, I used to dream, pretend, whatever. I had a name for myself. I was Steve Good Guy.
Were you?
I was. That was
Steve
my
Good Guy.
That was my pretend character
What
that
did Steve
I ran
Good
around.
Guy do?
He saved the world.
Oh.
I was constantly taking care
Did
of.
Steve Good Guy wear a cape?
No.
Oh.
No, he was a modern world saver kind of guy, and frankly, it's not so far off. I'm just saying. But did you know that in South Korea, the first birthday of a child marks a very special event? It's where the Doljabi ceremony takes place. The Doljabi ceremony is where the parents predict the child's future with a strong emphasis on his or her career path.
You know, we did something when the girls for their
1-year-old.
first birthday, and you put and I don't remember, I must have read this on the internet, but you put like a loaf of bread and some coin, like a handful of things in front of them, and whichever one they grab said something about their future. I obviously took that very seriously.
Yeah, right.
I don't remember any of it.
But, you don't need a Diljabi ceremony to figure out the telltale signs. Your child may be an entrepreneur, but there are some signs that you can see that might encourage that path. Are you ready?
I am.
All right, number one, entrepreneurs are leaders by nature. It doesn't necessarily mean they're always the ones organizing recess tag games or they're uber social, but leadership attributes that come in many different shades tend to be natural for your child.
Well, and even shy children can be natural leaders.
Sure.
So, introverted and shy doesn't necessarily mean that they're not going to blaze their own trail someday.
Right. The second one is there's a fine line between being a daredevil just for the heck of it and taking risks after assessing the possible outcomes. Does your child think it out?
Ways and like pros and cons, and this could be if I do this, and kind of think 2 or 3 steps ahead what's going to happen from the outcome.
Yeah. Are they playing it safe, or are they taking those risks?
Okay, well, which one is the entrepreneur?
The risk taker.
Oh.
Clearly.
Okay.
All right. Here's another one. And by the way, you should not worry if your child is the only one who doesn't adamantly want to be a pilot, a firefighter, or even the princess that I talked about earlier. It's natural for humans to want to pigeonhole themselves to find out where they fit in. But the entrepreneurs often don't seek that out because they want to break the mold.
Yeah.
Is your child a mold breaker?
So if they come up short with what do I want to be when I grow up, that could be a sign you've got an entrepreneur brewing.
Yeah, maybe so, because they haven't invented whatever it is they're going to invent when they get older. You ever hear this? Because I said so.
From an entrepreneur?
Hmm?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
Well, it usually doesn't fly, and that doesn't fly with anybody. Actually, I tried that with my kids once, and that didn't go over very well either. Entrepreneurs and children demonstrate curiosity about other paths. They want to find out why.
Why? How does this work?
Yeah.
All right. A little more inquisitive.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And solving for. Now, does it, I always thought if you had a kid who had a lemonade stand or kind of created a business as a child, collected newspapers or went around and, kind of created a job, like that was the sign of entrepreneurship.
It is one of those signs. They often have drive and passion and ambition to spare. So if you see your kids going out there and, maybe not a 1-year-old, but a little further down the line, if they're demonstrating this passion and drive, you might want to put a saddle on that, because it could be that your child is an entrepreneur.
I always get excited when my kids want to start little businesses, or they have an idea, something creative that, and they just kind of come up with it on their own, just to try to nurture it. It's usually short-lived because, for them, it's mostly like playing a game. This is what we're doing today.
Right.
They don't really think of it as long-term.
But look for patterns, because it could be emerging. Their daily games could actually be pointing the way towards an entrepreneurial spirit.
So do we encourage that, or do we say,
it's one of those things.
It's not for the faint of heart, I'll tell you that.
It is not for the faint of heart. But again, when I say put a saddle on it, what I really mean is guide and groom those things so that the child has the tools with which they can make an educated decision. I think that's the most critical point there, because it's not for the faint of heart. I know many adults who forego the desire to be an entrepreneur because they prefer a steady paycheck being an employee.
I think I prefer the steady paycheck thing too.
But you do not prefer being an employee.
Not even a little bit?
Nope.
No. There are days that I do think, okay, if this thing, this radio thing doesn't work out, what else would I do? And I can't get my head in that space. Every now and then I'll see somebody got a new job, or you meet somebody who does something kind of fascinating, and I think I think there are a lot of fascinating jobs out there.
Absolutely.
But the one I think that tickles my nose the most, tickles my toes, probably, not my nose.
It's all right. We can tickle your nose if you'd like. You do need Velcro inside your space helmet.
Is promotional products.
Promotional products. So you just like playing with the
know.
tchotchkes.
They come up with so many fun things all day long, and they get to put other people's brand, help them with branding with the right promotional product.
You just look for a place to say swag.
I think I could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Entirely possible, but I think this radio thing is actually working out for you, and I believe that your reluctance to go in any other direction indicates that you are truly an entrepreneur.
You know, one of the things, though, that they say that I don't fit the mold in is that morning people tend to be naturally more successful as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And I am not a morning person. So even if you're not, even if the mold says, so even in breaking the mold of entrepreneurs do this, employees do that, even if you don't fit the mold perfectly, you can still make it work.
Absolutely. And, the best entrepreneurs always find people who will support them and strengthen their areas of weakness.
And so if you have jumped off the entrepreneur bandwagon and said, I'm going to make this thing a go, check out the startupexpert.com for tips on making sure you're actually profitable in your first year of business.
Got business coaches that'll take you from 0 to 60 or about 6 figures in 1 year's time, guaranteed. Folks, we've got good news coming up next. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a Fluff It Up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit rivierafinance.com.
Revitalize, release stress, and empower with Karen Corona's healing and transformational programs. Karen is a master healer and a teacher with 30 years experience providing holistic healing treatments, coaching, yoga, meditation classes, and retreats. Receive the healing inner tools you need to achieve your goals. Call Karen today and get started. 303-725-1119. That's 303-725-1119. Mention this ad and receive a free yoga class or a $150 coupon toward her upcoming healing and transformational retreat in October, set in the lovely Nuevo Vallarta, Mexico. Call today, 303-725-1119, or visit online at KarenCorona.com.
Join business owners and leaders from across the Front Range for an incredible leadership event featuring John Maxwell, Linda Kaplan-Taylor, and Tim Sanders as they share valuable lessons in leadership. Network with other leaders during this half-day simulcast on Friday, October 10th from 8:30 to 1 p.m. at the Embassy Suites in Stapleton. L2 Learn Lead is here. The event is perfect for people who are busy running a business, family, or organization and are looking to become more effective. Leadership isn't just for those who have a team working for them, it's for you. The first 100 people to register on Eventbrite get tickets for only $69. That's Eventbrite/L2 Stapleton. Eventbrite/L2 Stapleton. Join us Friday, October 10th at the Embassy Suites in Stapleton.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
The Dana Show, tonight at 7 on KLZ 560.
Hi, it's Dennis Miller inviting you to join me for an entertaining blend of politics and news of the day from my hopefully unique perspective. Plus, we'll have a red carpet list of celebrity guests who will grab and keep your attention. It's time well spent that you won't want back. It's that good. Listen for The Dennis Miller Show.
The Dennis Miller Show, weeknights at 10, right here on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Shake it up. Shake it up. Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show, where we're shaking up your business workday every single day with positive business talk. And whether it's losing a few pounds or being more proactive at work, and maybe sticking with a new productivity system or self-improvement ritual, most of us have a pretty good idea what we need to do to better ourselves. The problem is, it's not the idea, it's the execution.
Oh, of actually getting around and doing it.
Yeah, you ever make a dumb decision?
We can justify all day long,
And
right?
we do. Do you ever make a dumb decision? Well, lots and lots of people do, and there's lots of loopholes that we tell ourselves in order to justify those dumb decisions. How about some of these? Moral licensing. You know what that is?
No, I don't.
Oh, it's saying, I've been so good, it's all right. I deserve this.
Oh, even though it's bad, I know it's bad, but I've been good.
Right, I've been good, so
I'm
I've
gonna
got
eat this
credit
cupcake.
I've got credit in the bank.
In fact, I'm going to eat this whole box of donuts because I worked out last week.
Yep. Exactly.
All right, yeah, we do stuff like that.
Yeah, you know about the tomorrow loophole, from when you're making dumb decisions? It's okay to skip today because I'm going to do this tomorrow.
I'm going to put off. I don't have to do it today. Tomorrow, it'll still be there.
I love the little poster I've got on my my doorstep. Says why do today what I could put off till tomorrow.
And we do that all day long, right?
We
put off. I'm not going to make that phone call. I'm not going to do that follow-up. I'm not going to actually finish this research. I'm going to do it later.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime we say we're going to do it later, someday, tomorrow, yeah, that's an excuse.
A dumb decision is still a dumb decision. How about this one? This doesn't count. I'm on vacation or it's the weekend.
Oh, so the behavior that you're doing, it doesn't
this one
count?
Often.
It doesn't count because I didn't take a picture and post it on Facebook.
Right. I had somebody ask me, we were going to do a little lunch on Saturday, and she asked me, well, how strict are you sticking to your healthy diet? And I said, hit me hard. She goes, ooh, that's so sexy. And I said, it's the weekend. I did it myself.
Or it's a day that ends in Y.
It was a dumb decision.
Yes.
All right. Concern for others. I can't do this because it might make other people uncomfortable.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
What?
I can't stop drinking because it'll make my drinking friends feel uncomfortable. Therefore,
I don't know that I'd have to think of something else. I don't know that I've used that one.
You may not have used it, but many people do. And how about what we call the fake self-actualization?
Fake
self-actualization. You only live once. Embrace the moment.
Oh, I'm taking today for me. I'm taking off. I'm going to do this because it's for me. And
Live
I need
like there's no tomorrow.
Which means I'm not doing the work I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm just blowing it off, Ferris Bueller's day off kind of thing. And once in a while, listen to me, now I'm going to justify. Once in a while, that's okay. It's not your everyday behavior.
All right.
I think that sometimes, and dumb decisions don't necessarily mean that you can't have fun. All work and no play is bad. That's a dumb decision too.
You can play, but you don't have to be dumb about it. That's all.
Dumb decisions.
Jessica Stillman wants you to know that there are several things that you can do that you need to start saying no to today. And the first one is social pressure. That thing that says everybody's doing it, you should do it too. Unless it's going to be beneficial for you, just say
no.
No. Yes, say no.
Yes, say no.
Yes, you said it with a question in your voice.
I wasn't really sure if I could say no.
Just say no.
Really?
To social pressure. Set your boundaries and then stick to them.
No.
Let's see if we can get you on board with this. Just say no to negative chatter.
Oh, you know what? That one is easy.
Right?
Social pressure, a little more challenging for me, but negative chatter, where we're using this
Yeah, let's talk
loathing
about your
behavior.
self-talk, right?
I'm such an idiot. I'm
This
so
dress make me look
stupid.
fat.
I always make mistakes. I'm like, that, just stop it. I can't handle it. You're just irritating me, and you're not doing anybody any good. And I can say no. I can stand up for that.
All right, good. How about jealousy? Just say no. Stop being jealous.
Of?
Anything, anyone.
You know
Stop
what,
being
though?
jealous. That's them, not you.
Okay.
Jealousy is a guide to what's going on inside you.
Right.
It's not about.
But I want it too.
I know, but it says more about you than it does about them because they're unaware of your jealousy. They're just living their lives.
They are. Not at you,
Say
not
no.
against you, and it's not about you. When
Say
they do
no.
the thing that they have the thing that you want, you can have it too. I can have it too.
Just say no. That's envy, by the way.
Uh,
How many of you ever have these thought attacks? A panic attack that, looking back, I predicted that thing at 3 in the morning, never did happen. Those negative thought activities that they occupy
worry,
your time.
the worry stuff, the
right.
stuff that you're worried about and freaking out.
Right.
Well, not too often because, you write it down. This is what I'm going to do, or this is how this is going to happen, or this is the conversation I'm going to have with the person that I'm not sure how this is going to turn out.
Right.
Just pick up the phone, and most of the time, all right, sometimes that doesn't happen.
Most of the time. But now there's another side of that thought attack side. I know a young man who he really wanted to use a negative word. He I think I can say this. He wanted to call somebody a butthead. And his mother said, I would prefer that you say knucklehead. And he said, no, I want to use butthead. And this conversation went back and forth several times because the young man felt violated to the point where he wanted to say butthead. And his mother was begging for a kinder, gentler
Knucklehead does
word.
not have the same emphasis as butthead.
Right.
Yeah,
And
knucklehead does not at all
Right,
say what
so,
I want to
young
say.
man,
It's the wrong
if you're
word.
listening, and I know that you're not, but if you were, I would like to encourage you, get rid of the negative thought altogether. Stop trying to attack the butthead in your thoughts.
Well,
Just say no.
okay, but sometimes,
And
little name calling in the privacy of our own space is necessary.
Let it go. Let it go. Should
All
I
right.
keep singing?
No, but now I have to think of how I can call you a knucklehead and not mean butthead, and I can't quite make that work yet. I'll get there.
You got to let go of this whole concept of bad luck. You're not cursed. Stop it.
Scoundrel.
Scallywag.
Dirty rat.
You got to let go of draining people. If there really is a scoundrel or a dirty rat or a scallywag or a butthead in your life, let them go.
Sometimes you can't. They're in your space, and you're exposed to them on a regular basis.
Give you permission. If I'm draining you that much, please cut me loose.
Really?
Absolutely.
Huh. I don't think that's the reaction that I was expecting.
I'm pretty sure it's not. So now you have to make a decision. Is it show business? We have a problem here. Finally, let go of selfishness. You know what?
You're not taking me seriously.
Somebody in the audience is going, holy cow, are we watching a fight? Is that really?
No.
Is that going down right there on the no.
7 things you need to start saying no to today. Actually, number 8.
Number 8?
Tell Eric no.
Tell Eric no?
Tell Eric no.
Start saying no to telling Eric no? That would be a great one. I like number 8.
See, this whole conversation of start saying as if it's something positive, but you're saying something negative.
You're not saying something negative. You're doing something positive by saying no. No does not have to. But it's got a bad rap.
Does this freak other people out? Yay, I'm gonna start doing something, but I'm not.
Friends, here's an interesting thing. Go to experiencepros.com. That's experiencepros.com.
Don't tell them to look at me.
The blog, or just go to the little what do you call that magnifying glass up at the top and search for the word no.
I get it. I get it that there are things that we should say no to.
Title of the blog is
no is a complete sentence.
That's the title
get
of the
that.
blog.
But when you start putting it in the here, start saying don't do this, like it messes with my head.
No is a complete sentence written by our own Angel Tussey. It's a phenomenal blog. I refer to it often because it was and still is very, very relevant.
Yeah, when used against me.
Not against you. Not against you.
Every time I'm not
kidding
saying
me?
no,
I am
every time I'm not saying no, you say, Angel.
I am celebrating
you said no.
and your. I do everything in my life to lift you up and put wind under your wings. Are you kidding me?
You're not going to ask me to pull your finger again, are
Stop
you?
it. All right. Well, I guess that's all the fun and frivolity that we have time for today. Don't say no to the Experience Pros. In fact, tune in and share the show with others. That's a good idea.
It is absolutely a great idea. Share it. It's so easy because we have it online. It's on the radio. It's wherever you want radio to be. Check it out at experiencepros.com and check on our calendar on meetup.com/experiencepros. Click on the calendar tab. Tomorrow night, we'll be celebrating the 5-year anniversary of one of our members, Safety Solved, at our monthly visibility event, networking event over at Purple Ginger 2.
Come hang out with us. On behalf of Charlie, our producer, and Angel, myself, and all the people that make the Experience Pros radio show happen every single day, we say thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for participating. You are the revolution in how people treat people in business, and we celebrate you by saying yes.
This has been the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.